Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Eagle 242 YouTube channel. Today I want to go over a little repair here on a Toro snowblower. It's got a broken piece of plastic right here. I'm going to show you a real quick and effective way to fix this right here. If this sounds like something you want to know more about, welcome to the Bald Eagle 242 YouTube channel. First thing you want to do is just take soap and water and get anything out of the way that you can so you can get to this, because we're going to be doing some minor sanding on this, and then I'm going to show you a product here that we can fix pretty much any kind of plastic like this. I've made some other videos on John Deere hoods. The plastic on those works very well with this too, but this will be a quick simple repair. Product I like to use for repairs like this is from a company called KoverBond. This is their Plastix-20. You may have seen in other videos where I've used a Plastix-27. There is no difference and how these products work. This one comes with two, so this is a larger kit is really the main difference. So Plastix-27 and Plastix-20 are pretty much the same kit, just this one only comes with one of the IRF or instant reaction fiber. But once you get this kit, this is a little more cost effective for just a small repair like this. All right, once you get this open, you'll see that it comes with a instant activator. It comes with a small piece of sandpaper. Comes with a razor blade and a little spoon. This is to pull the fiber out of this. This is like a powder or a fiber, and it also comes with these little mesh pads. This is a reinforcement that we put into the fiber and the activator to create a really strong bond. This also comes with very detailed instructions. I'm going to walk you through that in this video, so I won't spend a whole lot of time on this. You can also save a link to this video down below, so when you get your kit, if you need to review anything, you can come back and watch this again. You go to the KoverBond website, I'll share a link on the screen here, and use the coupon code BaldEagle242. That'll get you a discount on this product, so you can save a little bit of money on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the sandpaper, and we're going to rough this up around this crack as much as possible. Another thing you can do here is if you've got an area that's hard to reach down in here, like I can't get my finger down between there, just take the sandpaper and wrap it around the tip of a screwdriver, and then you can use the handle of that screwdriver to get down in there and get more detailed in those little hard to reach areas. On the inside here, I'm going to sand it the same way. Just going to push this handle down to where it fills in that hole. Once you get that all sanded down, and when I say sanded, all you're really trying to do is scratch it up and rough it up, and that gives the Plastix-20 or Plastix-27 a little bit more surface area, micro surface area to grab onto. Okay, the next step we want to do, go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put some of the instant activator on there without the fiber, and this is just a start to get everything held in place. I will tell you too, this stuff is pretty liquidy, so if you have the option to set your project up so that when you're putting this on, this is at the bottom, let gravity work in your favor. So what I'll do is spin this around so that's as close to the bottom as I can. That way the activator that I'm going to put on there to start setting this up a little bit and hold it in place will run down into it. Just reach underneath here, and I'm going to push this up so it's in that hole. And all I'm using here is just the instant activator, and this is just a first step to hold it into place. I want to get this completely saturated. You don't want to oversaturate, it just takes longer to dry that way. But this will hold that into place, and we can also see down here that we've got that centered on the hole, and that should get us going on the other side. Alright, so that'll just hold it in place so we can work on the top side. So now I'll just flip this back up, and I'm going to spin this so it's on the top this way and lay this over. So now I've got this laid over on its side. The main area I'm going to repair is this area right down here. I'm going to take a small amount of the activator, go ahead and do this the same way I did on the underside, just so everything stays locked in place before we really get serious here on this. Now that we've got that temporarily welded in there with just a drop of the liquid or a couple drops of the liquid, we're going to take the reinforcing mesh. That does come with the razor blade. I actually prefer scissors. Just makes it easier to cut and get more precise on it, but you can cut this with either a razor blade, scissors, or even a knife if that's all you got. I will leave the backing on it while I'm cutting it because it does have a sticky side. You don't want to get your fingers all over it while you're cutting it, and then once we get that cut up, we'll pull the backing off. I'll put it in there, and then I'll show you what we do next. Just go ahead and pull the backing off of it, and the side that comes off of the backing is sticky, so you want to put that side down, and I'll go well past the repair. So just force that down in there. Don't worry if it curls up, we can trim any of that off. And I'm not going to remove any of this, I'm just going to cut this and overlay it over itself, and that'll help strengthen it too. Just mash that all down in there. Alright, this is where the real fun begins. So now we're going to take our IRF or instant reaction fiber, take the little spoon, You can also just kind of sprinkle this on there, but you're going to very liberally completely cover that mesh that we put down there on the last step. Like I will just kind of dump a little bit of that in there, that way I don't spill any of it while I'm trying to transfer it with the spoon. And once we get this on here, we'll put the activator on it, and you'll see when I put the activator on it, it actually starts to get hot. It causes a chemical reaction that bonds with this fiber, creates a very permanent repair on this. So we got it sanded, we got the mesh, we got the fiber. Now we're going to take the activator and put it on there, and watch this. This is where it's fun. I will warn you before I do this. There are fumes that come off of this. Make sure you're downwind, away from the fumes. Do it in a very well ventilated area. I've got the back door open on my garage here. Start putting this on, and you can completely saturate this. Don't be afraid to put this on there very generously. And there's plenty in this bottle to complete everything you need. If you're working on something you care about, I just had it run down the other side. Probably didn't show up on camera there, but make sure there's nothing under it, and the part you're working on isn't going to be damaged if any of this runs down the side. So I'm just going to get out of the way there and let that do its thing, and then we'll put another coat on. You can see the fumes starting to come out. So I'm going to get out of the way here and let that go. Alright, now that that's set up, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process here. We're just going to put a little bit more of the fiber on there, spread that around, and do the exact same thing. Saturate that again. Again, if you're working on something that you're concerned about the appearance, or if that gets in the way or runs down into something that has to move, just keep in mind it will glue it together. Not going to be an issue here, other than kind of messing up my garage floor a little bit, but that'll clean up too. And we'll just completely saturate that. I did go ahead and cut another little piece of the mesh, formed it around the side there. I've used probably about half of this to do that repair there, so we got plenty of this to go ahead and start working on the rest of this. Do the same thing here. Let that set up, then I'm going to flip it up, and I'll put a little bit more on that bottom side there. I just flipped it up so this was on the top. Put a little bit more of the fiber on there, and we'll add the activator. We're almost done here. I can't stress enough how strong this repair is. This really does a hell of a job on anything plastic I've repaired. When you get that all done, just get everything back together. And the other good thing about this is if you're unhappy with the way that looks, you can take some spray paint and match the color as best you can to whatever you're putting it on. Paint sticks very well to this stuff. Make it look a little bit better. And that's about as good as you're going to get. Not going to get much stronger than that. If you think this might be something that'll work for you, I'll share a few other videos up here at the top where you can click on those that show other videos I've made on this product. Once you're ready to purchase this, don't forget to use the coupon code BaldEagle242 on the KoverBond.com website. Thanks for watching. Until next time.